Growing up, basketball obviously played a huge role. It was kind of everything in our house centered around basketball. It was basketball kind of came first, and that's all I've ever really known. It is something that my whole life has revolved around, so as growing up, I've kind of, every year, I've realized how much more like it means to me, and it just continues to grow as a passion for me, and it just means a lot to me.
There is a clear lineage connecting Ellie and Anna Brecht's shared passion for basketball.
I just remember like growing up, like she was just like my idol. Like I thought I was like gonna go play at Washington because it was like my mom did, and like she was so good, and I would tell everyone all the time like my mom played at Washington, and people were always like, that's so cool, and I always wanted to follow in her footsteps and be like her. So
Ellie's love for the game came immediately. Anna, however, did not share her family's passion for the sport, at least not initially.
Growing up was kind of funny. She was like the shorter one, a little like just not very athletic looking, so everyone kind of thought, oh, like she's gonna be the dud of the group, you know.
For a long time I thought soccer was gonna be Anna's sport of choice. She kind of morphed over into basketball, you know, probably just before her high school career began. So she'd always put time in it.
It wasn't my favorite. I liked soccer way better, and then continuing to watch Ellie play and get better as a player, it really made me start to love the sport more and want to find that passion on my own. So.
As a sophomore, Ellie helped Lincoln to its first Class AA championship in program history. Inspired by her older sister's success, Anna shifted her focus to basketball. She played basketball every once in a while, but wasn't real good, didn't really like it. And then all of a sudden, I think her 8th grade year going into freshman year, she really just like blossomed, like grew, got like just really, really good, started coming to all my workouts with me, and all of a sudden she was like growing into this amazing basketball player that she obviously is now. So a year later, she made Lincoln's varsity squad as a freshman. For the first time, the Brecht girls were playing on the same team.
Kind of right out of the gates, you kind of saw how competitive they were, and they didn't hold anything back in workouts.
We had a lot of different one-on-one matches. I don't know if I would say fond memories. They usually ended in fist fights, to be completely honest, hair pulling, punching each other.
You know, I remember one day in a workout, they were getting aggressive and physical and didn't want to get beat by one or the other, and pushing came to shoving, came to hair pulling, and you know, they were in an all-out brawl.
One memory that I have was we were scrimmaging in open gym one time. We were guarding each other, and all of a sudden I think I elbowed her or something, and she turns around and it yanks my ponytail down, and everyone just stopped in the gym, and everyone just looks at us, and we just like started fighting, and like, I don't know, we're so competitive with each other, but the good thing about that is we really root each other on, and we cheer each other on more than anyone, and we're each other's biggest fans, so that's something that comes along with the competitiveness too. Looking back, it's kind of those type of memories that helped shape us into the competitive people and really brought us together. I mean, you wouldn't think so, but like we went through everything together. Some of my fondest memories, I guess, would be when we would just go shoot on our court in the back together, do workouts, and we would help each other. Something's wrong with each other's shot, we tell each other, you know, stuff like that. My first game, I remember, I don't know if I could have stepped on the court without her. That freshman year, honestly, to have someone to look up to like that and to play with, and just to have her like alongside me on the court, that was so important. And she was there encouraging me the whole way, that whole first game of my career, and throughout those 2 years. It never changed.
Ellie and Anna's careers intersected for just 2 seasons. It took a while for the girls to adjust back to not having one another on the floor.
I was so used to playing with her for 2 years, and then all of a sudden I didn't have my little sister there on the court with me and kind of have that punching bag to yell at when I was frustrated and stuff. So, I mean, it was hard, and it was something we got through together, and we would call each other crying sometimes, but it was hard, but we got through it, so yeah.
Ellie and Anna battled through and had successful 2015-16 campaigns. Ellie helped Omaha reach the Summit League Tournament semifinals. Back in Sioux Falls, Anna joined her older sister in the 1,000-point club, setting the school's single-season scoring record along the way. This winter, Anna closed out her high school career with a bang.
And you talk about a school that's been here since the 1960s, and Anna Brecht is the all-time leading scorer with 1,662 points. As a junior, she averaged 23.3 points a game, and she also matched that mark this year with exactly 23.3 points a game, and she broke that single-season scoring record again. And then at the end of the season, after our last game, when we sat down and crunched numbers, we realized, wow, Anna also became the all-time leading rebounder at Lincoln High School.
Oh yeah, it makes me so proud. I literally live stream all the games. I remember seeing that basket that she scored when she broke the record and brought tears to my eyes. I was so proud of her. So
to have my sister go through Lincoln as one of the best players, I think, to ever go through Lincoln, and then to break some of those records this year and last year, it really has been really cool. And just knowing that I've had my sister and so many other people supporting me along the way, that's made it even more special.
I wish I could go back to those days for sure, but if you would have watched some of our games, we yelled at each other, we would push each other around, especially in practice. I remember we would chuck balls at each other and people were probably like, why are they so psycho together? But honestly, I just expected so much out of her. I knew from the day she stepped on the court as a freshman, she can contribute so much to this team, so I pushed her and pushed her. And they were just some amazing memories, amazing times, so yeah.
I'm sure now Ellie, after 2 years of Division I, can kick back and say, oh, I was just getting her ready for college. But no, I believe that 100%. I joke. I think Ellie knew what kind of talent Anna was, and I think she's always been that older sister, show you the ropes and teach you how to act and behave, and almost that motherly type instinct with Anna. And
I think they'll reflect upon the time that they were teammates, and they will really realize how cool that is, because they were very, very, very competitive with one another, but they always had one another's back like siblings do. So I think when they reflect, when they're my age, they're going to realize what a neat experience that was.